Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we have a really interesting deck. First off, it features a card that we've wanted to put into a deck here in the early going of the season, and that's the Infamous Cruelclaw. This card's a 3-mana, 3/3, it has Menace, and when you ding your opponent, you get to exile a card, and you can discard a card to play that exiled spell for free. So that's actually pretty cool. The problem is you need to have enough big spells. Well, it seems that Matusaka, I believe is how they Matsukasa 10, there you go, I got it right, is actually a creator who played this in a Magic Online event and managed to make it work. So we're going to give it a go here in best of one and see what we can do. So going down the list, we're going to start with Binding Negotiation. Now, I don't love that this could end up being one of the things we hit off of a couple of our spells, but it is really good just to slow down the opponent's aggression, maybe get rid of some big sweepers, whatever we think is going to cause problems for us here. And randomly does work a little bit against mono red if we don't see anything we like in their hand. Any of that stuff they have set aside that's plotted, we could make them exile that, and that's actually pretty cool. Or at least put it into their graveyard. There's one copy of Geth, Thane of Contracts. Now, it does give you all your other stuff, -1/-1, but all their stuff is big, so we're not too worried about that. But it does let us return some of our big monsters from the graveyard back to the battlefield. Of course, we're playing a full set of Cruelclaw. I did add additional Shieldred here, and I'll talk about where I removed that other spot. This is the one change I made because I felt like it needed a little bit of something. We'll see if this is the right answer or not. But it did play one, I'm just playing two instead. We do have some Geological Appraiser. This is another way to maybe help us hit our Cruelclaw, because really we only have Cruelclaw, Geth, and the Binding Negotiation that we can hit off of this. So there's a good chance that you get the card you want. There is an Aclazotz here, just for some extra discard, some life gain later in the game. Gix's Command against those aggro decks, small creature decks, this should help out a lot. And then we have Harvester of Misery, kind of doing a lot of the same, but because we don't have a lot of cheap spells, being able to use this for 2 mana early at least gives you something to do, since we do have a fair amount of tap lands as well. Trumpeting Carnosaur kind of fits this as well, letting us do something for 3 mana, or just later on letting us get something else big and keep that train rolling. There is one copy of Chamil, the Inner Sun, because it's another way to get free spells, I suppose. And some Gloomfang Mauler. This is where I found one of those spots for a Shieldred, but this is actually really good. I mean, it's a 7 mana 7/7 effectively with Menace, but it does let you swamp cycle, so you can go find another land to make sure you hit all your land drops, which is its main goal in here, really. But once it's in the graveyard, it's a great card to reanimate. Speaking of reanimate, we do have some Virtue of Persistence. Again, something cheap to do for that 2 mana in the early stages of the game while we're trying to get to our 4 and 5 mana stuff. And then later in the game, we just play it and start reanimating our monsters. But if we could get this for free off our Cruelclaw, it becomes kind of awesome. But yeah, this is going to be a wild one. I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm sure we're going to bumble through this for the first few games. But once you see it in action and you like it, you can always go download it from a channel sponsor over at Moxfield, and then you can try it into Arena yourself. For now, though, let's go see if Cruelclaw really is down and dirty as he's supposed to be. Oh boy. Alright, sure, let's keep it. We have at least can kill a creature with a couple of things, and maybe we find land to play an Appraiser. Alright, well, so far we haven't had to do anything. And we can go search for a land if they don't threaten us with anything here. Well, looks like that's what we're doing. Is this just like some control pile? I guess... Yeah, I don't know what we're worried about here, truthfully. I guess I'm just going to take a regular swamp? No, I'm not. I'm going to take a Ruckus Theater. Because I don't really know what's happening. I don't think we want that. Mostly because, like, next turn we kind of know we're going to play Appraiser. I mean, I guess I could have left it on top and it possibly leads to something. Alright, let's go here. I'm realizing there's an issue here, though, because, like, reanimating... Oh, it's when it enters, though. Okay, so that's fine. That would still work. Alright, I have a feeling these are just going to die next turn. But... because the opponent's not playing creatures, this is obviously, like, a Boros control type thing, right? This wouldn't make a lot of sense otherwise. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a long game. I mean, unless we get lucky, obviously, but I'm expecting this to be a long one. Gonna kill this? Sure. We'll go ahead and play Geth. Then if we get an untapped land, we do get Chamil, so that's something. We could also just play Harvester. So, I mean, we have plays. It's like, artifacts and creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. Okay, well, that's something. Alrighty, you got it.
Certainly aren't my dig site crew. Sorry to wake you.
Okay, so using Harvester doesn't do anything here. So we could do this just to get rid of the opponent's board, attack into Quintorius. I mean, that's something. I don't know if it's a thing we want to do. Also a little weird, we could shoot, but that feels inefficient. I think I'm just gonna do this. Whoa, not that. This. Almost grabbed the wrong card there. Alright. And then we'll just go attack here for a second. And then if things don't go our way, this still allows us to use Trumpet and Carnosaur to just kill Quintorius next turn. It's not, like, exciting, but it's a thing. Alright. I'm going to do this. Mostly because if they do have a way to kill Geth here, I still want to be able to kill Quintorius. Now, they may not, but if they do, I want to have an answer here. Because I'm assuming they have something they're not playing. Sure. Exile target attacking creature. Awesome. So they're also exiling things. Gonna protect your permanents? Okay, it's virtual loyalty. Well, that's a thing to know about. I mean, you might as well cast a Virtue, right? Nope, they're not even going for that. They're just gonna put the pressure on me here. Fair enough. Alright, well, we'll do what makes sense here. Hopefully they don't have a Braid also. I was gonna say, if they do, I just have to give them the GGs. Like, if you're packing all the goods, so be it. And because they didn't play the Virtual Loyalty, we get to kill their Duder. So that worked out. Helix us. We go to 12. There's the Virtue. Alright. So now we get a little bit of opportunity here. Activate Vents. See if they have another creature kill spell they want to use there before we try to get a Cruelclaw down. I will discard this. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and play a Cruelclaw since we're getting some free stuff anyway. I'll just put that in hand. Alright, we survived all the quirky removal and stuff, so now let's see where things go. I'll say we are only at 12, so we kind of have to not block here also. We kind of got to just eat this, which sucks. if we want to get some Cruelclaw action, which is why we're playing this deck, so we're obviously going to try to do that. Okay, I'm only going to attack with those, so maybe I could block with my lands. We'll see. Alright, doesn't look like Cruelclaw's dying, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll play a free Shieldred, why not? End the turn? Excellent. What do you got, opponent? Well, that doesn't do much, sadly. Yep, that'll do it. Whew. All right, let's keep this. Oh gosh, this is probably bad. Ooh, I do like that, but that's not what we need to go for right now. Yep, and here comes some more damage. Now, did the opponent just keep a one-land hand? Okay, well, let's see what else you got. Alright, I guess we'll take the Rage, since that's the only thing they can cast. Alright, maybe they draw something else that's uncastable. Alright, so progress. Alright, that's what we got going here. Alright. Pass the turn. Pass. I think I'm just going to take it here. Alright, I thought they might have had something else, but looks like they don't. I guess I could have saved myself 2 points. But I would have hated for them to have like a shock or something. That would have felt really bad. Alright, bonus just saying GG. They kept the one lander and didn't draw anymore. Alright, we'll keep it. Trying to go second here. See if this helps us out at all. Alright, Bronco. Can't really kill the Bronco here, so let's see if we can get something good out of their hand. Alright, more Broncos and Shieldreds. We'll at least get rid of that. And they drew a land. Alright. I guess we'll go with... I kind of want to just go Cruelclaw here and just... Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, if they drew removal to kill the Cruelclaw, so be it. Preacher. That sucks for us. They're attacking with both of them. Interesting. Why was that the thing? Alright, I'm your Huckleberry. We'll see what that last card was. Okay, apparently nothing important. That's good to know. So now we attack and see what free stuff we get. Since we have Menace. I mean... Sure? Like, this is kind of a why not, I guess. I will discard. I guess this, since we kind of know what their hand is for the most part already. And I guess we just go ahead and kill that dude off, right? Now, they could effectively, I was going to say, still play both creatures, which sucks, but, you know. Oh, or not. Let's get rid of that. Get in there with our freebie attack. Actually, you know what? I'll attack with both of them. If they give up a Preacher here, we're fine with that. Oh, no, they both have Menace. Never mind. Doesn't matter anyway. Hell yeah, we'll play that for free. Get rid of you, Geth. There we go. I'm just going to put that in hand. In case there's one of the many sweepers that are available here, we can follow up afterwards. Okay, didn't have to worry about it. Okay, so on the draw, I guess we'll keep it, but if this isn't something with smaller creatures we can kill, this is probably a bad idea. Unless we just keep hitting all of our lands, because then I guess there's a reality that we could Chameel, and that could be worth something. A Braids, Tithe. Man. Ah, boy. Liliana's tough. I guess we got to get rid of Liliana. I mean, it means we're losing this to the Tithing Blade, but it's whatever. Sure, have a card, I guess. I mean, we already know how this is going to end up. They're going to play the Tithing Blade and whatever, but we just kind of got to live with it. Yep. I mean, right now our plan is just hit land, hit land. Like, that's kind of all we can do. Alright, so far so good. Pass the turn. Carrot cake. Alright. This is a little tough because they have to have removal here, but if we take it once, we go to 10, we're going to go to 8. Yeah, I guess I gotta. I hate it, but we gotta. They're going to end up with another card. We're going to use Gix's command here. I'm going to go ahead and put a counter on Blast Zone. Because they do have stuff that at least costs 3 that we would eventually like to get rid of. You're not bad here, but don't really help. Alright. Alright. Ah, dang. Ah, that would have been so good. Okay, well. I don't hate that being on top. Oh, what are we gonna do? I mean, we know this is dead as soon as we play it. That's the problem. So are we just taking 5 next turn and just have to hope for the best? I mean, I guess we don't. We could just kill kill Braids. So maybe that's the plan. We just double Harvester ability. Which sucks. I hate using it this way, but this feels like one of the few ways we have any real shot. Alright, so nothing there. Alright, so Carrot Cake does get them a 1/1. Possibly 2 1/1s. Alright, so here we go. Here's hoping. Ah, that's not what we wanted it to be. I was hoping we'd have got the 3/2 that would have rolled us into a Cruelclaw, but no such luck. Alright, there's a Viper, so I gotta get rid of a card. Man, probably this. Alright, Cruelclaw, this is your time to shine, bro. Like, you gotta show us something. You know, that's better than nothing. All right, we'll take it. It's at least a start. Let's get rid of this. Let's use this. Ooh, did we just get rid of Maha here? Go for the throat. Carrot cake. Maha just finishes us in the air, though. Alright, I guess I gotta leave them with the go for a throat. I hate it. But, it is what it is. Not quite what we were looking for. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get rid of 2 things, unfortunately. Choose up 2 non-land permanents and sacrifice them. And or discard cards. What do they have? Well, you know what, though? Oh, I exiled it. I don't have it in the yard yet. Ugh. Alright, I guess it's got to be this and this. Sadly, all we can do. Yeah, I think the only we can draw is another Gix's command, and that might be it. I don't know if we have any other realistic play here. I guess I'll set this to 3. I mean, they have too much life, so Braids doesn't do anything. We get Harvester. Harvester doesn't really do anything. I'm trying to see if there's just any good value here. Like, we do that, sacrifice a thing, get a card, but that doesn't help. The card won't help us, because our stuff's sorcery speed. Alright, I guess we do this. I mean, it still kills off a token. Well, that didn't help us. Alright, we're just dead. Oh, my goodness. Can we... I think we have to mulligan. That feels like... Well, this isn't much better. I was going to say, it didn't feel like we could do much with that, but... Alright. We'll just have to make do, I guess. Alright, looks like we're going to be on some blast zone time in a couple turns. But, you know, we'll do what we can do. I'll just say if you got something, you got it. You can put this back into play. It's fine. Oh, it's just another miner. Okay, cool. Cruelclaw, you get the... Yeah, alright. We're just going to be back-to-back Cruelclaws, I think. Unless they play, like, the... well, no, even if they do play that. The Corpses of the Lost or whatever, that's probably okay for us. I mean, it's at least worth a gamble for us to still attack with Cruelclaw, I think. Alright, we don't get to. $18. Well, now we need to find an untapped black land. Pass a turn. There's the Corpses of the Lost, which we expected we would see. Alright, I'm just going to take it all. And we're going to draw Swamp. Oh, we did! Oh, that's so good. I was just like half joking. But, sweet. We drew the Swamp. Do we want that? Do we want that? I kind of do and I kind of don't. I'm going to decline, actually. Because the stuff we could get outside of Geth wasn't going to be spectacular. Alright, Tiny Bones. I'm not blocking. I don't have anything worth it for you to play, so sure. Oh, but they get to target and put those into play. That was a mistake, actually. Well, we could always just blow up our blast zone too. So we're not that bad off. We're fine. This time we will do this. And I'm going to discard this, since we already have a Cruelclaw in play. And we got another Cruelclaw. Alright, it'll just go in hand. In the turn. That works. And then we're going to blow this up. And we still have 2 threats they got to deal with here. There's a Tiny Bones, which isn't going to do much. Sure. Alright. That might or might not do it. Okay, opponent scoop in there. I mean, while we were only going to be able to attack for 8, this blows up and still kills all their things. So it's roughly the same thing. But yeah, that was an interesting game. We actually did get to use Cruelclaw and everything went off, so that's kind of sweet. Let's keep it. Alright. Just play a Cliffs and pass. This is not the most productive thing, but it's kind of what this deck does, how it operates. Let's go ahead and see if we can stop something good. Paw Patch Formation and Shore Up. Alright, I guess we'll get that. While Shore Up is annoying for us, it's not as bad as the other cards. Siren. Sure. I don't even know how I feel about the Siren. I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, we'll just use one of these. I mean, I sort of feel like we could have let them maybe try to map, but then we know they're already holding a Shore Up, so... Not the best situation. Land, please? Oh, it was not a land on top. I was hoping it would have been a land, so that when the time comes we play a Harvester, they wouldn't be able to protect it. But we're just going to play a Shieldred anyway here, I think. Ooh, not true. Not true. I lied. Come on, Cruelclaw. Geth, sure. Not as exciting, but okay. I wouldn't have minded getting another negotiation as well. That would have been fine. Glyph. Sure. Yeah, I think I'm just double blocking this thing. Just risk it for the biscuit. Why did they do that? Like, they were already going to get this. That... Okay, if we can draw the right card, this opens up a play for us here. Oh, but we didn't. We failed. Alright. Then we know this bounces stuff. I mean, it gives us... I think that's one that gives us a tapped fish. So... We do have a land. Alright, we're just going to let them take their turn. Actually, if we play this, they bounce it. We take 2. That's probably fine. It means they still can't attack us with the Vine Stalk here, so that's alright. And then maybe they just draw a land? Okay, cool. So then let us get an untapped land here, deck. That's all we need. And we will have done a good thing. Alright, well. In other news, looks like we're playing Shieldreds. All right, they go to 18. What is this other card? I mean, if they activate a land and attack, we are totally blocking that land. Because we can deal with a Ginger Brute. We can't deal with Vinestalk easily. And we have a bunch of ways to kill Ginger Brute and just keep the threat off of us as needed, so I guess here we go ahead with the Virtue. And then pass a turn. Still have up Harvester if we need to target something here, like a Wormlet would be correct. But we can wait on that. Okay, we found the land. It took us long enough. We just had to buy all the time we could there. Yep, that's gonna do it. Cool. Opponent goes first. We don't have any black mana, so we're gonna have to let this one go. Alright. Let's try this. And it's a what? With the blue-black. Is it rats? Well, we won't know. Still don't know. Alright. I mean, I'm sure you have something to deal with this, but we kind of got to get them to deal with stuff one thing at a time here. Okay, that's interesting. They decided to use a 3 steps ahead instead of potentially a kill spell, which makes me wonder if they actually have one. Jace. Because I feel like if you had a kill spell, you would have left up... Oh, just straight up Melanus? Oh, gosh. That was weird. I guess I gotta take a point either way here, but this doesn't feel like a situation where our life totals are gonna matter. Why am I paused on things here? Let's remove the stops. I'm like, why are there stops? Maybe they're just gonna go Jace, 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 and that's their plan? Yeah, you got me. It's not worth it for us to block there. We have a lot of stuff in the yard now. Don't think we have to still be in a hurry here, though, so I'm just going to do this. Play this duder. So now we can block if we feel it's necessary. Then I guess if they sweep the board, we try to just put stuff back in our hand? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the plan here. Oh, but we also now have to worry about our actual Virtue of Persistence. I think I'm going to return just Carnosaur. Opponent's at 12. I guess Carnosaur Shieldred. Nothing else really matters here. Get Carnosaur Shieldred. Oh, I put my lands wrong. I mean, I guess it's okay because I'm going to play a Carnosaur, but I couldn't play Virtue next turn if I wanted to. Because I have a Blackleaf Cliffs in hand that I should have had in play. But I think now the opponent has a counter, and I was going to say they might be deciding what to do here, but now they're just going to mill us.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us.
Yeah, alright.
Nothing could be more vulnerable than your memory.
Well, sadly, that's probably the ball game. But we'll see. Alright, go for the throat. So we would have just lost the Shieldred anyway. That is an interesting card. What do you got? Alright, we'll take that. Because if they're attacking to mill us, they're not playing the quick study. Okay. Oh, this is not gonna be easy. Two, 4, 6, 7 mana. And I have no combination of 7 that makes a big difference here. Alright, I guess we're just gonna do this. End the turn. Alright, they're at 10. They're at 8, and now they're digging, so that's good. I mean, if they find a Jace, we're dead. Well, at least Jace would be little now. We have 11 cards left. Is that it? I'm a little suspicious that that's all she wrote. But we're going to attack anyway. Alright, opponent's going to 2. What does that mean? Oh, I messed up! This thing has a backup! Oh! How stupid! Oh, it didn't matter anyway. I say that. I'm beating myself up, but the reality is they drew 4 cards. If they didn't have a kill spell for Shieldred, it's probably a counter. You know what I mean? It's either a counter or a thing that draws cards. So I could have tried to play this and it probably would have been the same situation. But yeah, either way, that is a very good comeback considering the opponent milled, what, like 40 cards from our deck? And somehow we got there, so I'll take it. Ugh. We can't keep this. Like, I want to. This isn't much better, but at least we have Harvester for the early turns. Okay, Heartfire Hero, you are up. Pass the turn. I'm going to say, would you like to target the Heartfire Hero? I would not be mad about this. Here's the thing. I kind of want to kill the Scamp here. Because Cruelclaw could die to the... Yeah, alright. And since we're minusing, we're not going to lose anything anyway. Because they have no power when they die, so we don't take any damage. Alright. So I'm just going to hope they don't have a removal spell for Cruelclaw here. Kind of doing a bit of gambling, but we'll see what happens. But the difference is, if they were to pump up Hero, hit us for, I don't know, like 6 or 7, fling it at us, we're still alive. And we can attack with Cruelclaw. Whereas, like, if they had Scamp, they could get rid of Cruelclaw, and it's bad for us, right? Yeah, not going to block either one of these. This is just going to hurt a lot. Alright, you got it. Oh, yeah. We might just end up being a turn behind. Let's see. Maybe we get another Gix's command off the top? I mean, we'll play that, dude. That's cool. like that's a thing we can do. I'm into that. Put the counters on itself, I guess, since it's gonna need to block a lot. Can we find a gift? All right, I'll take a binding negotiation. So we've got Crescendo, which is +3, and exile the top card. This is +2/+2 and trample. I'm gonna take this since Crescendo is 2 mana. It does limit what they can do here. Crescendo does Crescendo give trample? No, it's just +3/+1. All right, so we'll block. Yep, you got it. I'm still gonna take 8, which is a huge number here, but man, why couldn't you have been the free thing on top? I mean, we still gotta attack. Okay, sure. Yeah, all right. Kill that. We will discard this. Get a little bit of life. Give us some breathing room. Not a lot, but, you know, it's something. Swift Spear, we're now going to have to chump block, unfortunately. Yep, cost of doing business. All right. You are not it, but we got to attack. Hopefully it's something that comes into play. You know what? You work. You work well, actually. All right. Cool. Woo. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You can win these matchups against these hyper aggro decks, but man, they are stressful. Stressful. I have a feeling these matches can go either way. We've managed to pull them out, but yeah, these are tough. Let's keep it and hope this turns into something. A Surveil green-white land and a temporary lockdown. Okay, I don't really know where this is going just yet. Oh, it's that type of deck. All right, well, good news is temporary lockdown does nothing to us. All right, let's get the armadillo, I guess. I'm not sure the best way for us to come out ahead here, but we can at least play Appraiser and see what we find. And then if stuff dies, we can just Appraiser again next turn. Sweet. I'm not mad at that. Railway Brawler. Wow. Ah, boy. That's something. Okay, I guess we're just going to take Get Lost. I mean, because they have to draw an untapped land here. Yeah, I was going to say, they got to do something else. All right, they found a 4th land. And a 5th land. Wow. Okay, good job, opponent. Way to stick the landing. I mean, we know what their hand is, so sure. Come on, Cruelclaw. I mean, like, we know what's going down right now. I am going to do this. Yeah, we'll leave that on top for sure. All right, there's a cornucopia into what? Another cornucopia, sure. And we're going to attack. That's 9. Put that in our... Oh, that's just a decline. Yeah. We just lose that straight up. We'll go with this. Just to try to speed up the ending here. If they do find a sweeper, then we just go into Carnosaur action. Alright. That's not terribly concerning. Opponent's still at 11. Brawler is a good blocker here. That is viable. We will play a Blast Zone. Can I activate 2 of these? 1, 2, 1, 1. Nope, I can't. I'm short. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short. Alright. We attack. They take 6. That dies. I'm trying to think what I could hit off a Carnosaur first that would matter, but I don't think there's a thing. Yeah, alright. I'm just going to attack. Could have activated my land to attack there too, but I decided just Carnosaur is probably better here. Alright. 2 unknown cards. What are they? Alright, there's a Sunfall. That works. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a 4, though. Yeah, we do it anyway. Pass the turn. We eventually can get rid of the cornucopias, too, by just making this a 3. Sure, you got it. We go to 18. And they get to search. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have just prioritized getting rid of the cornucopias anyway. That would have been the smartest plan, realistically. That's not bad, though. Oh, you have an Atraxa. Ugh. Would I rather them have an Atraxa or have a Zergo and Ojutai? If they play Atraxa, they can't block. We put them down to... Oh, yeah. Then we take the Zergo. Oh, no, but they're going to gain 8 because of the cornucopias. Ah, that's stupid. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up multiple ways. Opponent earned this win to my stupidity. I played this very poorly. There's a bunch of things I should have done, and they were all wrong. Like, everything I did was wrong. Opponent gets this one. I played this so sloppy. I didn't deserve that. Ooh, okay. We'll try. You know what? Okay. I guess we're into this. We just do this now. We'll play the Vents tap next turn. Most of their stuff we should be able to kill with the -2. Well, that's annoying. I'm glad we at least did what we did, though. Oh, they're going to try to do it all at once. How greedy. Yep, you got it. Yep, you got it. As long as it's nothing that pumps the toughness, I think we will at least deal with that. Nuisance, but fine. Anything else you'd like to add, friend? Another one? Okay, that we will deal with. Can't have all that happening. Let's go with Shieldred. Alright, so they don't have a Witchstalker's Frenzy. That's the good news. Question is, are we dead? The answer is probably yes. Yeah, then they're just going to sacrifice it. That's what that attack definitely means. Right? Then you just +1, get your +2, and then we're dead. Oh, they didn't have it. Oh, sicko, they didn't have it. We're somehow not dead here. Alright, so we're going to give Shieldred lifelink. We're going to make them sacrifice a thing. And now we're in the driver's seat, y'all. Yep, that's it. Alright, so this is one that I'm going to say, if you decide to play it, play a lot of practice games. Take it into the play queue, play like 10, 15 games, because you have to be very careful with every single card, right? There's a lot of weird interactions where playing your Harvester could potentially make your stuff small enough to be hit by like cut downs and stuff, where your advantage is your stuff can't be hit by cut down. So like even little stuff like that, you kind of have to play around, and it's pretty tough. And understanding like what you can afford to discard to Cruelclaw or not, also very important, because it's just like, do you need this card later? You know, is it something you're holding on to for some reason, whatever. But then also the things I would question are like, is Chamil necessary in this deck? I don't know. Chamil feels to me like it's a nice card. And don't get me wrong, getting free stuff is great with Discover. But I'm wondering if it shouldn't just be a land, because more often than not, this deck felt like it needed like one more mana a lot of times. So I could see a world where people are just playing one more land in here, like whether it's one more Sulphur Springs, probably just one more Swamp, to be honest, because you can tutor for it or whatever. And that would make the deck feel a little bit better. So admittedly, the person who played it close to as is. Like I said, the difference is I added the other Shieldred, took out one Mauler, but it worked for them with just 24 land. It worked in this video with just 24 land. It just kind of stumbled a little bit, which made me a little bit uncomfortable. But otherwise, yeah, this is a cool deck. I mean, free stuff from Cruelclaw, free stuff from the Appraiser, free stuff from the Carnosaur, the Chamil, getting its stuff back out of your graveyard with the Virtue of Persistence. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening here, you know? So yeah, the deck, as is, it is 4 Binding Negotiation, 1 Geth Thane of Contracts, the infamous Cruelclaw, 2 Shieldred, 4 Geological Appraiser, 1 Aclazotz, 4 Gix's Command, 4 Harvester of Misery, 4 Trumpeting Carnosaur, 1 Chamil, but I think this could be replaced potentially, 3 Gloomfang Mauler, 4 Virtue Persistence, 4 Swamp, 4 Mountain, 4 Blackleaf Cliffs, 2 Raucous Theater, 4 Restless Vents, 2 Sulphur Springs, 4 Blast Zones, which was a little tough. I don't know if I would like to swap, actually. I'm going to switch Blast Zones for 1 Demolition Field. I just felt like having all the Blast Zones a little much, and sometimes I wanted to get rid of their land, or even get rid of one of my own land to be able to go get something else. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to leave it as is so y'all can experiment, play with it as the deck was intended to be. Because, truthfully, if you get Blast Zone against some of the mono red decks and stuff like that, like, it can be pretty powerful. Now, while this deck is super crazy over the top with big spells, we just played a deck that was the completely opposite, which was an Izzet deck with Otters that went hyper aggressive with a bunch of cheap spells, and was surprisingly good, so check that out. That's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.